everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, video 2. In case you weren't here for video 1, I'm just going to give you a quick explanation as to who I am. My name is dpmedbury. I am an author of a fantasy series called Secrets of the Runestones. Book 1 was published back in September, and Book 2 is currently being edited by my publishing company, and I can't recommend them enough. They're called Vegas Publishers. There's a link down there below in case you're an author and you're looking for a really good publishing company that will work with you in a kind and professional manner. Also, just wanted to give a quick shout out to Merphy Napier. And the reason I'm giving her a shout out is because she's actually the inspiration for me starting this channel. She's a booktuber herself, and she's really good. I really recommend you go check her videos out. She's got a lot of insight, and her videos are fun and goofy and really entertaining. So please go check her out. So I also want to say happy holidays to everybody. Yeah. I want to say happy holidays just in case you celebrate anything other than Christmas. Us here in this household, we celebrate Christmas, which means we're broke. So a little change into how I did things from last time as to this time, and I think I'm going to move forward doing it this way each time. I plan on doing these videos in points, so it's more structured and it just flows better that way, I think. Well, the first thing I will do is talk about the story of the book that I'm reviewing. No spoilers, it's all just what the book is about. The second point will be what I didn't like. Just the little things that maybe I didn't really care for too much. Again, I just want to point this out that this is all my opinion. And the next point will be what I did like. And the last point will be the conclusion and how I personally rate this book. So the book that I'm covering today is called Someday I'll Be Redeemed by Kelly Blanchard. The story follows a royal family and what happened to them after an incident 10 years in the past. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into spoilers here. The main character, I do believe, is Lorik. And Lorik is a very interesting character. He's the only one of the brothers that had the ability to use magic. And the story follows what happens with the four brothers, the four princes, as after a terrible incident happened to them 10 years ago. The book is a little long-ish, but it's not too long by any stretch of the imagination. It's a little over 400 pages, if I remember correctly. But I enjoyed every page. The book takes place from a point of view of what's called third-person omniscient. This is a really hard writing style, and I don't quite think she pulled it off. See, sometimes you'd be in one paragraph listening to the point of view of one character, and in the next paragraph, you're listening to the point of view of another character in the same scene. It gets a little confusing at times, and a lot of times I had to go back and figure out who am I reading about here. I did get used to it after a while, but it was a problem. The scene descriptions, now again, this is all just my opinion, I feel that not the world descriptions, but the scene descriptions could have added a little bit more there. Like, I want to know what's going on. Like, what are the walls? Are they stone? Are they wood? I want to know, what is the character smelling? What are they? Well, she conveys how they feel pretty darn well, but the painting this picture, I feel like it could have used a little bit more. It's not terrible, but a little bit more scene descriptions I think could have helped the story a little bit more. What I did like, now there is a lot to like about this book. It's book 1 of a long series. I do believe there's 8. You could look it up yourself. I do believe it's 8 that's going on in this series. One of the best things about this book, in my opinion, was the characters. Each character had their own voice and very unique. I really enjoyed that about the characters. My personal favorite was Theron. I hope I'm saying his name right. Theron. Theron. That's how I'm going to pronounce his name. He's kind of a tough guy character, and he really intrigued me. I really wanted to know more about him and why he was doing what he was doing. You see, he's the oldest son of the 4 princes, and he was in line to inherit the crown, and he refused to accept the crown and wanted to find his little brother, who everybody believed was dead, but he didn't care what anybody thought. He was going to find his brother no matter what. I really like that about him. But like I said, yeah, the characters are really, really well fleshed out, and I really enjoyed them. The next thing I really enjoyed about this book was the world building. She has this map in the front of her book, and it totally makes sense as to what each kingdom on this map does. You have one kingdom over here, and they specialize in art and music. And you have this one over here, they are specializing in magic. And another one over here, they specialize in technology. The main kingdom to which this story takes place in, they have a unique item called the world orbs. Now, the world orbs allow a person to teleport anywhere they want to within the kingdoms. Now, that may not sound like a huge advantage that they have, but it really is. Imagine being able to be wherever you wanted at any point in time. Not only that, but you totally control information. If you're this kingdom, if you can get anywhere you want, you control information. And that is an extremely powerful tool. The magic system in this book is a soft magic system. They don't really get into the specifics of how the magic works, but it's okay. She does a really good job of using the magic without it just taking over the story. No one wants to read a book where a wizard did it is the reason that the story concluded, or was used in a way that was inconsistent or didn't make sense. The magic was just a tool, just like a hammer or a sword in any other story. And it fit the story well and wasn't used cheaply, if that makes sense. So in conclusion, I did like the book. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. I'm getting good at editing. Look at me go. Yeah, 3.5. Stop. I feel that the way she jumped from character point of view to character point of view was just a little too confusing for me to give it any higher. Again, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy the story. I very much did, and I have a lot of kind things to say about this book. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't be talking about it. If you're interested in reading the book for yourself, I will have a link in the description so that you can purchase the book for yourself. Right now, I do believe that it's, at least this is how I got it, it was free on Amazon Kindle. So I recommend you go check it out. It'll keep you interested. Also, you can find the links to my book down in the description. And I really want to say again, Vegas Publisher, great company to work with if you're interested in writing yourself. I don't know what book I'm going to be doing next. I have a very long list. I will go through it, read the description of each book that's on my list, and I'll try to read the one that I think sounds the most interesting to me. Again, please be patient with me as I get better at this every time. I hope this one was better than the last one. I'm not reading from a script anymore, so hopefully this one is a little bit better. Don't forget to subscribe, and please look out for us little authors. We're out there. You might find a gem that nobody else has found. Let's work together and help these authors. All right? Until next time. Everybody watch out for the deadly dragon. Her name is Minnie. She's dangerous. She's dangerous. Minnie. Whoa. She hunts her prey. She stalks in the night. Beware the evil dog dragon. Don't take our Christmas presents. What are you doing?